But I think that's what it is. I don't think this war can stop. This war.
4 people dead on that boat, and they were trying to stop the mines. You said there were a lot of mines.
Imagine you're Trump. You either pull out of the war and look like a big, fat, dumb loser, or you continue the war and make it seem like you're winning. Like, oh, we destroyed this, we destroyed that.
This needs pushback, or else people are going to keep believing these lies. And look at the attack that just happened in San Diego. We just had a terrorist attack less than a week ago. On their guns, they had swastikas. They had all these white power symbols. They were doing it for whiteness.
Nothing so far. I don't see anything so far. There's nothing really breaking as of yet. I'm looking at RYAD's Twitter. It just seemed like CENTCOM announced that they struck southern Iran out of self-defense. I don't see any real pressing updates. I'm paying attention to New York Times and Al Jazeera and waiting for them to update as time progresses. But it seems like this is an attempt to get the war to start back up, or at least get their last hit in. Maybe they do know there's going to be a ceasefire for 60 days and give the Muslims what they want. And so they're trying to destroy the mobile launchers before they start the ceasefire, slow Iran down a little bit, put them a dent, or give them a dent in their program before they resume the war in 2 or 3 months. But I think that's what it is. I don't think this war can stop. This war has no political off-ramp that has good optics for this administration. So it's like you might as well just go right through the wall and finish the war by militarily defeating them. It's going to be long-winded. It's going to be hard. It can be done, but it's going to take time. But for Donald Trump to just pull out and say the war is done, he lost. Completely and utterly lost. Strategically, people say militarily we won. No, we lost militarily too, because they hit our air bases. All of our bases in the Middle East, they hit them. And we couldn't use those same bases in our Operation Freedom because Kuwait and Saudi Arabia said, no, we're not giving you the bases anymore, likely because they didn't want to get hit with Iranian drones or missiles. So, it's an L for the U.S. This is going to have a big dent on not only Donald Trump's legacy, but this is going to set the U.S. back a couple years in terms of munitions, Patriot interceptor systems. Like, we could be using this for Taiwan. Like, China's actually a formidable adversary that we can try and push our influence on with that first island chain. But no, we're worried about Iran. So it's so stupid. It's the silliest thing ever, and it's setting our country back who knows how far. But no real updates. No.
I'm absolutely and ardently wondering. So they have 4 people dead on that boat, and they were trying to stop the mines. You said there are a lot of mines already in the Strait of Hormuz in the bottom. Does this stop, or does this open up the strait? How does this change the economy?
What, with these strikes that just happened?
Right. Does this open up the strait at all, or is it exactly where? Like, what was the purpose of the strike? I mean, why target this boat if there's all these mines at the bottom of the strait?
Well, that's why the United States said it was out of self-defense. What that self-defense entails, the details are unclear at this point. I'm seeing unofficial reports on Twitter, but there's no real reason as of why we did it. So it seems like we just may want to start the war back up. But in terms of like opening up the Strait of Hormuz, that's a long-scale, long-winded project. That's going to take several Navy destroyers. That's going to take lots of air campaigns.
Yeah, right. So then how is this self-defense?
The United States...
What is the strategy
behind
behind this?
It's not. It's bullshit. It's the common bullshit that comes out of Washington and Central Command since the war started. If we want to open up the strait, it's hard. It's way harder for us to go in and re-secure the strait than it is for Iran to just disrupt it. With a couple speedboats, couple missiles, couple drones. That's all they need to get these oil vessels to stay still. Versus the United States to open it back up, we have to completely eradicate Iran's ability of sending drones into the water, sending speedboats into the water. Then we have to tell the oil vessels, hey, it's okay, you're good, follow us, nothing will happen. And then Iran is bloodlusted on the coastline, ready to hit these ships. So it's just not going to be like a 2-3 strike, oh, the strait is open. It's not going to happen. I think the point of this was to agitate the matter. And also, look, Israel is going to hit southern Lebanon, so we might as well just get started. Israel is going to strike southern Lebanon and make it impossible for Trump to have some sort of peace. And if we do reach a ceasefire, it's going to be 60 or 70 days. And then probably by July or August, we're going to get back into war. That's my prediction. I could be wrong, but I don't see
July,
this ending.
August. You don't see this ramping up sooner, because if they actually want to open the strait, it's going to take a lot more firepower, a lot more boats. And this didn't really accomplish anything. You took out one boat from dropping mines, but there's still so many other mines there. You're going to need to back up what you just did. I don't see it just being one attack. It can't just be one and then you wait. This is something that you need to follow up on.
Trump's got to, well, we're going to see the Iranian response, and that's really going to tell us where we're going. But Trump's got to do something, because midterms are in November. He's about to lose a ton of influence, and he's gotten nothing done. We started this war for regime change. Bro, the regime is even worse now. We killed Ali Khamenei, and now his son is in charge, Mojtaba Khamenei, and he's even more extreme. And there's been Saudi officials who have said his son can't get in power for years. He's way crazier than his dad. Now the son's in power. So like we're dealing with a more extreme regime with arguably just as much, if not more munitions prior to the war. It's going to be very hard. But at the same time, what can Donald Trump do? I mean, imagine you're Trump. You either pull out of the war and look like a big, fat, dumb loser, or you continue the war and make it seem like you're winning. Like, oh, we destroyed this, we destroyed that. Pete Hegseth, go to the Pentagon and say that we destroyed their missiles and say that we destroyed their nuclear program and, like, fondle a lie for the American people so the Fox boomer base can be satisfied. I think maybe that's kind of the idea as well. Because, bro, remember, when we were striking Iran, a lot of people thought we were, like, winning. There was so much work that had to go into like disarming the propaganda, and I think it's probably going to happen again where Trump is going to say we've been incredibly successful, and it's an incredible failure. I actually wanted to ask you really quick, not to derail from the topic. How was that interview earlier with that girl? I forget her name, but she's blowing up.
Yeah, she's one of the good Sudanese. Most of you guys are. She's one of the good ones. It's hard to find a Sudanese.
Yeah.
No, she was great. I'm joking about. Cora was great. Great conversation. Super smart. Super knowledgeable. And she's an expert, man. She's going to do damage to that propaganda in the West.
Yeah, no, she's really good. She knows her stuff. I saw some of the stuff where she went against like 20 Christians or something. But yeah, I mean, all these Christian, I don't know, man. Theological debates have become unattractive for me. I used to like sit down and watch the Dawa Bros, and I used to watch Speaker's Corner and like love it, and now it's like it's
see it as pointless, but
it gets annoying.
It needs to happen right now because they have ramped up the anti-Muslim propaganda times 3,000. Anybody watching this right now can agree. It's so clear, the rhetoric from congressmen saying
it's so
that,
strong.
like, jihad is supremacist, saying that the burqa means it's a demonic religion. Look at Trump, is saying like the Islamic Republic strategically saying this needs pushback, or else people are going to keep believing these lies. And look at the attack that just happened in San Diego. We just had a terrorist attack less than a week ago. And if we don't have
I spoke about that
stuff, yeah, go ahead.
No, I had an Instagram clip where I spoke about that and went viral, and the whole comment section was like, God Logic Sam Shimon stands. Like, everybody was just absolutely shitting on me. And all I said was, Amin Abdullah, the guy who passed away, defending the Masjid Allah, may God have mercy on him. I said, I can't believe, because this is what was happening. Like, okay, you want to attack Islam, whatever. You don't like the religion, you want to debate it theologically, whatever. That's your prerogative. But to attack Islam when a mosque gets shot up is like so weird. Like, I was seeing a lot of these far right guys in the space. Sorry, not far right. These TradCon center right guys, I'm not going to name them, but you could probably discern as to who I'm talking about, going, oh, the mosque shooting was bad, but Islam this, that. And it's like, what? Like, bro, why are you shitting on Islam at a time like this? Like, a bunch of innocent people just got killed, and the people who were attempting to break into the mosque were about to kill hundreds of children. So the propaganda has gotten so bad to the point where people think it's justified to shoot up a mosque. I mean, that's how bad it's gotten.
Really?
Yeah. And I'm feeling it myself. Like, it is actually getting really bad. I wasn't alive during 9/11. I was, but I wasn't conscious. But, I feel like this is the worst it's been in, like, recent lifetime for me. I agree. The anti-Islam trope.
Also, within the black community, what do you think is a more viral subject? Who do you think the black community in America, you ask an average black person, are they going to know the name Chud the Builder or Amin Abdullah?
Facts. No, you're totally right.
Amin Abdullah is a hero, a martyr. May Allah grant him paradise. A martyr who protected children from a terrorist attack against who? White supremacists. Although some of them are Mexican, their manifesto details that they were white. They worshiped the white race. On their guns, they had swastikas. They had all these white power symbols. They were doing it for whiteness. Amin Abdullah is the martyr protecting the children from these white supremacists. I don't think anybody knows his name. I think the black community knows more about sexy. Obviously, hip hop is cultural, but in terms of these recent events, this news, more people in America could tell you, especially in the black community, could tell you about Chud the Builder than Amin Abdullah, and that's the problem right there. A hero does not get the treatment he deserves. Does he have statues erected like George Floyd? Is he celebrated? Are there protests? Are there riots the way that there were riots for George Floyd? There shouldn't be, but that's what they did for him. George Floyd was a fentanyl addict. He died from the police procedure, whatever you want to say about his death. He didn't do anything heroic. He took fentanyl, used a fake bill, and died tragically. I hope he rests in peace, but he didn't do anything. And he was treated like a hero, gold statues. Amin Abdullah is literally a hero. And because his name is Amin Abdullah, no one talks about him.